Hello and welcome to the Scoreboard, your morning report for January 18th, 2024. I am Zach Beamish, and let's get started with the NHL scores from yesterday only two. Starting off, Detroit defeated Florida by a score of 3-2. Dylan Larkin with the overtime game winner in that game. Alex Lyon made 32 saves in the win. The Red Wings are now 6-1 in their last 7. The other game that went on yesterday, Montreal defeating New Jersey by a score of 3-2. Cole Caulfield a goal and 2 points. Joshua Roy scoring his first career NHL goal. Timo Meier led in that game for the Devils. He had not been in the lineup since December 30th. There was another game scheduled. Chicago was supposed to be in Buffalo, but Buffalo is a hellscape of snow right now, and they couldn't quite make it there. So going into the upcoming games for Thursday, and there is a pretty big slate, that Chicago-Buffalo game being played Thursday. Also, Colorado is in Boston. That's a heavy hitter of a game. Dallas is in Philadelphia. Minnesota takes on Tampa Bay. Montreal is going to try to see if they can win 2 in a row. They are in Ottawa. St. Louis will take on Washington. Seattle is in Edmonton, take on the Oilers and their red-hot win streak. Toronto takes on Calgary in Calgary. Arizona is in Vancouver. And Nashville's going to try to get something done against Los Angeles, two teams that could really use a win. And the Rangers are in Las Vegas. Moving right along to the NHL Atlantic Division. Of course, Montreal getting a nice win there, so they're actually ahead of Buffalo. They haven't had Buffalo by a point, but now a little bit of a gap. Speaking of that, Detroit has now jumped over Toronto for that third spot in the division. Toronto has been on a considerable skid as of late, so they're trying to see if they can bounce back. It's not going too well for them right now. Moving right along to the NHL leading scorers. There's not much changing there at the top. Nikita Kucherov and Nathan MacKinnon still lead the way here with 72 points each. Of course, none of these players played yesterday. William Nylander has been kind of sinking on this list as we've gone by the last week or so. Hasn't really had a great stretch after signing that contract. Trying to bounce back there to what he was doing before his big payday. Finally, NHL Hot 15, Matthew Tkachuk is still at the top of this board. 7 goals and 11 assists for 18 points in his last 10 games. Had an assist in his last game. So he currently at the top, and as is Sebastian Aho. Aho, we've been doing this for a week, and Aho has been at the top of this list the entire time. It's been great for him so far this season. That's going to do it for the NHL, but moving right along to the CCHL. There were 2 games played yesterday. Pembroke defeated Navan by a score of 6-4. Cam Hicklin with 2 goals in the game for Pembroke. Bernard and Pena both had 2 assists for the Lumber Kings. Kevin Jones had 36 saves in the win, as Pembroke maybe an upset there on the nationally ranked Grads. Pembroke's 2-0 against the Grads this season. But in the other game, Smiths Falls defeated Ottawa by a score of 1-0. Ouellette with the only goal of the game. Dawson Lavra had a 28 save shutout. That is his 3rd of his career, as the Bears snapped a big 4-game losing streak there against the reigning Bogart Cup champions. That's the wrong list. There is one CCHL game going on today. It's Renfrew in Cornwall to take on the Colts at 7:30. Renfrew putting up that massive win streak on the line in that game. As we will go to the standings now. Navan not able to increase their lead on Cornwall after that loss to the Lumber Kings. Pembroke now tied with Kempville in the Robinson division, and Pembroke has a ton of games in hand on everybody else. So that 34 is a bit of a misnomer right now, as they're continuing to climb the ranks. This falls now at the standalone top of the Robinson division of 43 points in 35 games. And finally, going to go to the CCHL leading scores. I don't know where Oxford got a free point from the last time we did this. It is what it is, I suppose. but he is currently contributed. Currently, he was credited at the top of the list with now 58 points. I'm not sure where that free point came from, but that is going to do it for the morning report scoreboard for this Thursday morning. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope to see you again here real soon. It's always a ton of fun to do these. Have a great rest of your day.